We warmly welcome our moderator, our all prominent panelists. Your remarkable contributions and insights in the field of food packaging are truly inspiring, and we are honored to have you here with us today. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our moderator, Ms. Sudipta Sawant, Senior Manager, Food Regulatory Affairs, Label Blind Solution Private Limited, Mumbai. I request ma'am to come up on stage. Let's give them a huge round of applause.
One second. Students, excuse me everyone, please pay attention. Ma'am is here since morning and she is observing each and every one of you. So you better be alert because she'll be asking questions to you as well. Right? So madam इथे सकाळपासून आहेत त्या सगळ्या तुम्हाला सकाळपासून सगळे पॅनलिस्ट ऑब्झर्व करतायत. सो दे एक्सपेक्ट की तुम्ही त्यांच्या प्रश्नांची पण उत्तरं द्याल. सो फीडबॅक फॉर्म जो दिलेला आहे तो भरायचाच आहे, बट यू हॅव टू पे 100% attention towards the panel discussion because it is the highlight of today's event. Continue.
Now let's welcome our esteemed panelists. At first, we have Ms. Ruchita Parchure, owner of Joshi Sweets, a well-known sweet shop chain based in Pune, Maharashtra.
She's not here.
Hello.
Secondly, we have Mr. Prince Maheshwari, head alternative channels, e-com government channel Wakefield, a sales professional with over 13 years of extensive experience in the FMCG industry at a national level. I request sir to come up on stage. At next, we have Mr. Devparna Acharya, Head of Marketing and Communication from Zero Circle. His efforts to create awareness... sorry ma'am. Her efforts to create awareness and enable collaborations that accelerate the shift toward natural and microplastic-free materials. Thank you ma'am for joining us today. Moving forward, we have Ms. Kunal Singhala, Chief Operating Office. Mr. Kunal Singhala, Chief Operating Office and Director, Testex India Laboratories Private Limited. Thank you, sir. And at last, we have Ms. Sonali Pawar from Foodbee, a specialized in product development, ma'am. So I request ma'am to come up on stage. Let's give them a huge round of applause.
Yeah, and our final panelist is again Ms. Hetal Shah, ma'am, because when we saw her presentation, we thought त्यांचं पॅनल डिस्कशनमध्ये असणं खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. त्यामुळे सुदीप्ता मॅडमनी रिक्वेस्ट केली त्यांना की प्लीज वेट फॉर द पॅनल डिस्कशन अँड बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द सेशन. सो थँक्यू मॅम. सो नाव आय हँड ओव्हर द सेशन टू सुदीप्ता मॅम. कॅन वी हॅव सम मोर माइक्स फॉर द पॅनलिस्ट? या, हेड माइक्स आहेत. ओके, या. So you can have it. All right.
Hello everybody. Can't hear you. Say hello, say good evening, anything. Okay, everybody's played Simon Says. You know what is the game? No? So I'll give you some set of instructions. If I say Simon Says, then you do that action, otherwise you don't. It's just to wake you up, okay? Simon Says, stand up. Simon Says, sit down. Raise your right hand. Simon didn't say that. Okay, so now I have your attention. So we'll start with our session today. My basic question is, close your eyes, think which is the first food product that you consumed in the morning today. Was it packed, was it unpacked? Packed, raise of hands. Unpacked, raise of hands. Yeah, so fairly equal, okay? So what do you think? Is food packaging important or not important? Important, yes? There are many people who say no. I would like to know why you think packaging is not important. Okay, packaging, no. Now there are no raise of hands. Okay, so here we have a panel today where we are going to discuss as why food packaging is important and a food packaging material has to have a journey. Okay, so the panel discussion's topic is the journey of the food packaging material. So it starts with obviously the manufacturing of the packaging material, but we are not going to touch upon that. We will be touching upon from the stage where it is entering the food chain. So where the R&D picks up a food packaging for their particular product till it reaches the customer, and then there is a compliance which is there on it. Okay, so that is what is going to be the theme of our panel discussion today. Okay, agreed? Yes? 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 Yeah, okay. Okay, good evening everybody. So, I'll also ask you one question again. So, do you think that today the packaging materials that are there, are they more from an organized sector or from an unorganized sector? So when I say unorganized, there may be some packaging material which are very good to use but still unorganized, and they are organized but not very good to use. So just say one line or two lines about that. So there's mic in front of you. So everybody, I want all of you to speak so that maybe you can start with your introduction, because the audience also would like to know a little bit about yourself.
So hi, I'm Devparna, everybody. I am head marketing and communications for this company called Zero Circle. Zero Circle is a material science company with the sole mission of removing microplastics of food packaging. We had a lot of discussion today, and you asked that if food packaging, repeat the question, Sudipta, again.
Is food packaging, is it organized or unorganized?
So from POV of Zero Circle, which is bringing in a new class of materials all together. Is it audible now? Okay. For Zero Circle, from Zero Circle's POV, who's bringing a new class of materials, right now a lot of things look unorganized. There are organized sectors to the packaging system, but that favors legacy plastic and bioplastics that have come and they have not solved the problems. So from our POV, I would say unorganized.
Hi everyone, this is Prince Maheshwari. I heads modern trade, e-commerce and government channel business for my company called Weakfield Foods Private Limited. So I hope most of you will know Weakfield. So Weakfield is a consumer product company, and we are into manufacturing of consumer products like custard powder, pasta, Faluda mixes, dessert mixes and all. So majorly I takes care of the sales part, so I can give you insights from the consumer point of view. And to answer the question of Sudipta, I would say that packaging material industry is still in a very unorganized way, because still there is a shortage of packaging manufacturers. So if you want anything urgent, it is not available. Even for now, you say there is a war going on. So because of war, there is a huge crisis of packaging material, which is majorly plastic nowadays. So it is still unorganized, I would say, from my POV.
Hi everyone, I'm Kunal Shangala, Chief Operating Officer and Director at Testex India Laboratories Private Limited. Testex is a third-party testing, inspection and certification organization. It's a 40-year-old business. I am second generation, almost 10 years in business now. We have about 5 laboratories in India, and we test all kinds of consumer products, not just packaging materials. So we're into textiles, electronics, leather products, food, water, we're an FSSI approved laboratory as well. So we majorly tackle a lot of regulations, may it be in India or internationally. Coming down to the question that Sudipta has asked, I would say yes, unorganized, not just from a perception of no materials, as how we said, or no ready availability. I would say the mindset. The mindset is very back end when it comes down to packaging, and especially food packaging, because everybody do not take it as seriously as they're supposed to. Especially, I know consumers are more aware, but the manufacturers are not. And it's the quality mindset that drives everything around. And that's something that we as Testex do believe and try to make aware to all our consumers and all our customers that we work with. So it's the quality mindset that's missing. And I would say if that grows further, we will go forward to a better sustainable packaging part.
But is it organized or not organized right now?
Oh, it's an unorganized sector.
Hello, hi everyone. Myself Sonali Pawar. I'm a owner of Foodbee Food Technology Solutions, and I have a good experience in actually in product development. But product development is not only the depend on the product what we are developing. It's totally depends on 70%. It depends on the packaging material which kind of we are using. So it's what I observe in that in MNCs there is a organized sector, but in small startups and they don't. I already said, sir said that they don't get the material in easy way. They are taking too much time. It's take a literally 6 months, 7 months. Product development is work done over in a 3 months only. But after that, they're taking too much time, and due to this, the startup has they are very get late because of launching their product and all this unavailability of the packaging material. So it's unorganized some point of view, and for the MNCs, it is organized. Yeah, thank you.
Hi. My view is not completely organized and not completely unorganized. If you see, majority of the customers who are actually using the packaging material, they have gone 2 steps ahead compared to last decade. So we have walked 2 steps ahead going towards organized sector. But when it comes to local level or where there are many industries which we see, so still there is a long way to go. So considering that, I can say it is the midway and still long way to go, but still we have moved the steps ahead. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So my first question is for Prince. What do you think have been the milestones in the innovations that have happened till now in the food packaging arena? And how do you think the consumer preferences have changed because of that?
Thanks for the question, Sudipta. So, from the milestone point of view, I would say that food packaging had evolved a lot, and so if we go back to the time, we had seen food products coming in glass bottles, glass jars, and paper packaging. Earlier, biscuits were coming in paper packagings, and sauces, ketchups, jams were coming in glass bottles. All these kind of packagings were there. So, I would say it had evolved from rigid to flexible packaging. Now the world is on the flexible part, because if we talk about our country, India. So from Indian perspective, there is a huge population to cater to for all these companies. If you say so, we need those kind of packaging which are easily transportable, easy to use, and is cost conscious. So first part is the rigid to flexible packaging. Then the second part comes, which I would say is from the convenient point of view. So packaging has evolved a lot from the convenience point of view. Manufacturers are reading consumer minds, that how the consumer habits and consumptions can be increased. It could be easy for the consumers to directly assess the product from the packs, as houses, kitchens are getting shrinked on a day-to-day basis. So product should be very convenient in terms of use. So you can see the spout packagings are coming up in the sauces, and nowadays on the this Tetra Pak milks. So there is a cap on that, so you can use it and reuse the product within the pack itself. So packaging is become the end product in terms of the usability. Third part is the sustainable packaging. So sustainable packaging, as a lot of speakers had spoken today, so lot of new concepts are coming in terms of sustainable paper packaging and the recyclable packaging and all. So that is the third part. And the fourth part, I would say, is the smart packaging. So smart packaging means that all the some packs are coming with the QR codes, and they can be tracked. They can be tracked that where it is manufactured from the last mile to the first mile. So it is for the conscious consumers who want that from where their product has evolved, what has the journey it had traveled, what are the kind of ingredients it had been used, and the from where it is originated, is it safe to use or not. And the last part, I would say, is the premiumization of the packaging. So now, as I was telling, that packaging is becoming the end result of the consumption. The packaging is also becoming the end result of gifting also. If you go to any nowadays, if you go give a gift to the kid, so it's a nicely packed chocolate pack, right? During Diwali, you are getting lot of packaged gifts in terms of namkeens, mithais and all. So it is evolving like anything in terms of premiumization also. From the consumer per se, as you asked me, I would say that consumer is the king, and consumer looks for the convenience. The new consumers who are the Gen Z consumer who are sitting here right now, they would love the convenient packs because they want easy to use, easy to consume. They don't. So I would say for example, one article was that quick commerce is becoming like a fridge for the next generation consumers. So people are not having fridge in their home; they are just ordering in 10 minutes. So the products which are selling on the quick commerce is also need to be convenient in that terms. So from the consumer point of view, it should be convenient, sustainable. I would say that we are talking a lot about sustainable packaging, but still from the Indian consumer mind of view, still they are more value conscious. They are still in evolving phase. Sustainable is the way to go, but right now I would not say that sustainable is the only way, because right now convenience is the first way. So from that perspective.
Well said. Claps, please. You will be getting tea and snacks, so please clap. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, my next question is to Shruti. What do you think food packaging industry has evolved into? Is it more functionally effective? Is it making food more safe? It's for you, Shruti. Sonali. Okay, sorry for the name. Okay, is it making the food functionally more effective, making it more safe? Is it increasing the shelf life? What are your views on it?
Yes, definitely. Nice question. People thinking that we are adding the something preservative in development of product, and then the increasing the shelf life. But it is not depend on totally 100% on the product what you are doing the formulation, analysis, and microbial testing, everything. But packaging material is a major role. It depends on the shelf life. You have aware about you are buying some mithais on mithai shops. You can see that material is not a regular plastic material. That is very high quality type of material. We are doing that. That is a map technology we are using for map, then cap technology. So you can you don't aware about the map cap, but if you can search what is the map technology, you can easily understand what is the packaging material is doing. So packaging material is very important role in your product shelf life improvement. I will show you some basic sustainable packaging material I have. This nowadays some people are aware about this cotton type of tea bags. These are available now, and this is sustainable and easy to for dilution and everything. It's easy to dissolve in water. This is a tea premix bag. And then again some sanitizer, sauces, ketchup. This is the smart packaging. Sir already told that the smart packaging is also available in market. This is the smart packaging. You can keep this sanitizer sachet in your bag, and you just squeeze it just like this, and you will get the sanitizer in your hand. This is only not only for the cosmetic industry or any industry. This is also in now the people are also going to in food industry also. This is actually very costly, but still people aware about this and they are ready to buy this because about the quality, your health point of view. We are discussing much more things in health point of view. Then this is also good for the health and everything. There is no migration and everything. The chemical is not coming in food. So this is the brew, coffee brew, tea brews, anything you can just, if you are going in traveling, you can take your water and just add it that. So you can get a cold coffee, you will get cold beverages, anything. If you have a hot water, you can take the hot tea, hot coffee, anything. This is a smart packaging materials. And then again, this is a map. I told you that this is, you are looking, some people, you are the students. So you are aware that this is only the packing material. This is not the simple packing material. This is made from the Thailand. So it has a very different chemical compositions and all. So if you are preserving gulab jamun, dokla, rasmalai in this packaging, you will get a good shelf life. So packaging is a much more important point of view. As per the instead of product development is a major role, still packaging material is a too much major role must in this industry. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. My next question is to Dev Parna. So I would like to ask you the work that you're doing. What was the thought process in the mind of the founders when they started of thinking of doing what you're doing? And do you think that this particular innovation is going to be reasonable in the near future? Will it be available for the common public or the, at least the middle layer of the food manufacturers that they can use it?
Thanks, Sudipta. Thanks for the question. the product is already in the market, so all of you can try it out. But to start with, Zero Circle is led by one woman founder, Neha Jain. We started it in Bombay in 2020, in the middle of raging pandemic. So it started with a very tiny setup with 2 scientists, one founder. We are now a team of almost 30 people with our labs in Pune, where a lot of work goes on. But coming back to what inspired the founder, one word answer is health. We had a lot of chats today, and it was very interesting. Your presentation, the last presentation that happened, there was a lot of conversation about. There was a fitness presentation as well. So I understand that all of you here give health a lot of priority. We also spoke about why food packaging is important. Now, this intersection is where Zero Circle works at. We are creating materials, we are manufacturing materials, and I know, Sudipta, you said we will not be touching upon materials being made, but unfortunately that's where I sit. So the materials that we make is what forms your packaging. We are talking about packaging, we are talking about food packaging, we are talking about different components, but different components are the different materials that make your entire packaging. उसमें आपका paper भी है, coating भी है, additives भी है, ink भी है, everything is there. That's what Zero Circle is doing. We are making the coatings cleaner. So we create products with seaweed and plant polymers. There is no fossil fuel used. And I know usually whenever there is a sustainability point, it seems like it's unreachable, it's too expensive, ये हो नहीं पाएगा, 10 साल में ready होगा, India innovate नहीं करता है. All of these things are myths that startups today are busting. There are 2 startups in Pune right now who are very, very successfully, us being one, and there's another company. We are working with plant polymers, and there is a lot of innovation, there's a lot of science that goes behind it to create not just a viable product. You create a product that is scaling, is out in the market, and we have a lot of partners today. So we are working with companies like Starbucks, we are working with companies like Subway and Blue Tokai to eliminate the dirty lining that goes in your food packaging. When you go to a McD, and I think all of them will kind of relate to this, where you eat fast food. And Sir said something about how convenience is more important. I would like to disagree there slightly. I think Gen Z is very aware. It's the most aware generation in our lifetime. They are very, very clear on how and where plastic leaks into your body. Because our research has also gone that we have made that kind of progress, where we know that if you're making a chemical additive, it just doesn't have 2 or 3 things. It has several chemicals जिनका biodegradability का किसी को नहीं पता है. So what we are ingesting, what we are leaving out in the environment is these non-degradable chemicals and materials that are ending up fragmenting into this tiny nano particles, which are called microplastics, is the favorite word of the century, I now think. We read research where microplastic is found in your brain, in placenta, in blood. Now we have enough apparently to make a plastic spoon. So that is the inspiration for Zero Circle. We make clean materials with no fossil fuel input. We are also not bioplastic, which means we don't work with mixed materials like PLA, PBAT. We work very strictly with seaweed, which is our hero material. I can go on and on about seaweed. But seaweed and plant polymers and wasted resources of land and ocean. So there is a lot of innovation, there's a lot of science that is happening. But yeah, to answer, that was the first question. Did I answer everything? I'm sorry, I lost track of the question. Thank you.
Yes, you did. Okay. My next question is to Mr. Kunal. So you have been playing a supporting role, or what we call a third umpire, okay, to the compliance, because you do the testing of the materials. So what do you think the FBO should be doing while choosing a packaging material? What kind of testing that needs to be done? And why is food grade packaging so important?
Thank you for asking that question, Sudipta. I think we play a very important role. Of course, it has shifted over the time. People used to not take us, I wouldn't say seriously, but we were probably put under the last part of the supply chain earlier, where it is compliance used to come in when auditors required a report, your manufacturers required a report, your inspectors, custom ruk gaya hai, report chahiye. Nobody thought of us as a compliance partner. Now the shift, because of the increasing regulations, especially in India with FSSI, BIS coming into place, a lot of our own packaging companies who are helping food brands outside India for exports. So maintaining to all your US EU, US FDA guidelines, 21 CFR, and you have your EU 1011 guidelines. So because of that, people have also gotten very aware. I would say people are not just aware about, there was a part where people were just aware about what I'm eating, the nutrition and everything, but now it's all about where is my food touching? Is it touching the right parts? Is it safe? They don't care about how good it looks or how is it. Of course, design matters because that's the first part where your food is not something that somebody's looking into when they go off, buy off the shelf. The design matters, but it's also about the packaging that's there. So it also matters where your food's touching. Now, coming to the question where what FBOs should be actually doing, first thing, all the R&D teams of the FBOs should actually try and see if the packaging materials that they are getting from their third-party vendors or their own self-manufacturings, are they meeting the migration guidelines? Are they meeting the guidelines that are set by especially India, if they're doing majority of them in India, or the other export guidelines? Secondly, do not just rely on your supplier COA. It's not right because there is not one equation or one formula that is right for all kinds of food products. Today, your food products change, your entire guidelines keeps changing. Today, if you're selling milk or if you're selling biscuits, there are two different packagings that go into place. It's not depending on your shelf life. If you have a shorter shelf life, you can go for a short form testing. There is a long form testing for a longer shelf life products as well. So this is not something that your suppliers are going to come and educate you for. So specifically with all the D2C wave that we have currently and the newer startups that are coming in the market, packaging, they need to really look into these matters because different foods will require different requirements. And there is one thing that I believe nobody today has touched upon and specifically is very new in India, but is a new thing that has developed in Europe very openly, and that is PFAS, that is forever chemicals. Forever chemicals are the biggest threat that we have today. We have in Testex, we test over 700 particles of forever chemicals today. And especially for manufacturing, in India it's still not come in. It is soon going to be put into guidelines. People like us, labs like us are telling BIS, are giving our knowledge to BIS in the best case possible to help that. And that's where I believe FBO should start looking into more.
Thank you so much. My question is to Hetal. Okay, you being now a representative of the regulatory body, like you are representing regulations of India as well as export countries. So what do you think is the awareness about there are regulations that are so strict that your product will be rejected at an export or it will be caught even in India and your production can be stopped because your packaging is not matching the regulations? What do you think is the level of awareness currently on that? And how do you think you can create more awareness?
Currently, I found the awareness is not that much which is required. Yes, awareness is there for the big companies. They are aware about what standards to be followed for locally as well as when they are exporting. But still, for packaging, that much stringency is not there. Some of the companies, by willingness and because the global customers are asking, they are going for certification. But if you see, FSSAI has now made stringent day by day. Now they are in October 2025, they have come out with the new draft, which is more stringent. So day by day, they are increasing their hold, and slowly, packaging material will also come mandatory regulatory part. But currently, that much awareness is not there. And regarding export, those who are exporting the product, so they are aware what are the export country requirements, and accordingly whatever the bare minimum analysis they have to do, they are doing it. So for food, I found there are more rejection compared to packing material. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And my second part was that how do you think can we create this awareness?
We can create the awareness. One is by having this type of platform where the students today, tomorrow they are going to go to the industry. Second thing is when we go, auditors go, or the regulatory people go and visit the food companies or other industries, they also ask about the what type of packing material you are using, whether you have any specifications set, what are the analysis part. So this way, slowly awareness are created, and it is a revolution. It is not a one night job, and definitely it will take time. But yes, currently the awareness is not that much, but it is increasing slowly. Thank you.
Thank you. So the next round, thank you. Yeah, please, please. Please. Clap, clap. Okay, so the next round is a fun round where I've put 3 questions. It's a rapid fire round. So you have to give your score from 1 to 5. 1 is being the least and 5 being the maximum. Can everybody see this? If they do this, is it fine? Can you see? Yes? So well, rather than going one by one, you can just raise your hand and say the number. So we'll get a average. Okay. The first question is, how do you rate India's role in terms of innovations in food packaging? 3, 3, 5, 5, 4. Okay. So next question. How likely is it that we will in some way go back to our roots and use leaves, barks, fruit skins, shells, all of that, and use them as packaging material? 5, 4. Oh my God, it's a majority. Okay, good. How much does the type of food packaging use impact the consumer perception and his purchase behavior? So that's the winner, the last one. Okay, now the next question is very important in terms of the students sitting here. So you can see this panel of people who can be your future employers, okay? So this question is very important, listen very intently. So my next question for all of you is, you can see there is a lot of crowd of students over here who will be taking on different careers. Somebody will be in the food industry, somebody may be in the packaging, in the testing, compliance, okay? So what do you think these students need to do so that they become ready for that particular job where you are? How do you see these people coming and helping you with your job? Anybody, if you, it's an open question, anybody can start and anybody can end. Whoever's ready.
So yes, I do think this is a pretty early question for me, given that I've just, I passed my engineering in 2017. So it's just been almost 10 years there. I'm an engineer by choice and a businessman by profession. So one thing I would radically say, because this is an engineering college and they are in the field of the same, whatever that they are doing here is very important. Because these are engineers are one that apply their fields, apply to any other fields. It's not necessary that what I learned in my engineering, I did mechanical. There's nothing, it's not like there's nothing to do with what I'm doing in testing, but it has a lot more to apply. So what I would rather say is stick to your basics, especially the Indian engineering course has a lot to learn, a lot to struggle and a lot to learn. And I would say just try and apply for more internships, a lot more exposure before you come down to the actual practical area, because at this point it's no more about just where you've studied, what your grades are. It's all about if you do have the practical knowledge to deliver the job that I'm getting you for.
Yeah, I would like to add in this. So I am also an engineer plus MBA. So I had done my engineering plus MBA, but I am doing a sales job. So it is not it is not necessary that whatever technical thing you had studied in that line you need to be there. But definitely whatever you study at this point of time, this is the best time of your life, I would say, and this will create a foundation of your future, and that will guide you that in which directions and which shapes and what kind of individual you are going to be. So my suggestion would be coming with almost 14, 15 years of experience in my entire career. I would suggest you, as sir also told, to do more and more practical exposure, because whatever you study in your college, it should be practically applied from all the terms. So you should be having more practical internships and more knowledge from that perspective. So whenever, even when you're getting interviewed to any of the placement teams, that would help you a lot. In my organization currently, Weakfield, I am proudly saying that within last 1 year, we had done internship for almost more than 350 students across India, and which had helped them to get them placed in a better organization, which they were expecting than that. And we get lot of calls from them. He sir, thanks a lot for doing that, and we are doing it rigorously, and now it is part of our overall Weakfield journey. So that's my point.
सो फ्रॉम माई साइड पहले तो डिसाइड कीजिए कि आपको पास आउट होने के बाद कहाँ जाना है, कौन से फील्ड में जाना है. एंड वंस यू डिसाइड, प्लीज़ हैव फेथ इन योर डिसीजन, स्टिक टू डेडिकेशन एंड हार्ड वर्क, एंड डोंट थिंक कि डे वन से आपको मैनेजर बना देंगे. Okay, nobody is going to make you manager. For that you have to struggle a lot. And many times we get students who say after every 6 months we would like to do change the job. So 6 months में आप कोई भी skills सीख नहीं पाओगे. So it's better you stick to any organization at least 2 to 3 years, learn, and then just aim for your goal and you will reach to that your goal.
Hello. Ma'am already said that the students jump 6 months continuously because of rising the payment and all these other things. But you can see this payment is only for the 3 years. After that, your CV will be the spoil. The, if we are going in MNCs, they always think that you are not stable in one place, because you don't learn. You just focus on the payment. So if you want to do your career in best, then innovation is a very best opportunity in packaging, because still India is back in innovation. So biodegradable material, we have lots of wastage in your processing industry. So using of this wastage, you can think something innovative packaging material and you will get a good opportunity. But it will not do in a one day only. Okay, you have to learn, you have to do trials, errors, and this take at least 3 to 4 years to research, and then you will get a good opportunity. Okay, thank you.
I don't come from either engineering or any MBA background. I'm an ex-journalist who came into sustainable space in like 3-4 years ago. But as an entrepreneur, if there is anybody in the crowd who wants to start something of their own, even if you want to become a lab researcher, you want to become a technician, you want to become a scientist, want to become a something else, the future is not somewhere 10 years from now, it's right now, you're in the middle of it. So don't think that there is a lot of time. So start today. Stay rooted to science, being part of this company for the last 4 years. Scientific optimism is something that nothing can beat. If you have an idea and that idea is scalable, have patience, have rigor, go for it. If you don't reach where you wanted to reach, you will reach somewhere else. And you'll be, I'm sure, happy there as well. So I'll keep it short. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, to summarize, like one of the panelists said, you expect, just when you join the job, you expect that you'll get a very good salary. Okay, a good salary is, yes, you can expect it. But then if you compare a stone and a pearl takes a lot of time to get formed. That is why it is costing that much. People pay for it that much. So try to become a pearl and not the stone. That's my best message for you. We are done with the discussion. If at all anybody wants to ask some questions, I know there wasn't a Q&A session, but if at all. Play Simon Says again.
When she asked the first question about whether this packaging sector is an organized one or not, you mentioned that manufacturers are still not aware. So why is it so? Like, since they are procuring the raw material, they are converting it, processing it, whatever there is, they are a part of their supply chain. Why still it is not a organized sector?
What I meant by that is they're putting a blind eye towards. It's not that they're not aware. They're trying to take the awareness for a ride. They don't want to change their manufacturing practices, and some don't want to change the methods of working. And while they still believe that India है तो चल जाएगा, कुछ भी चलता रहता है, and that's not true. India में नहीं चलता है, and to be rightly saying, in today's world nothing works. And why I'm saying consumers are more aware, because they're ready to adapt. They're ready to look into different things, and they're the ones who are trying to consume different things. So with the rapid knowledge gain that they have through social media, through another different digital awareness partners, manufacturers are trying to hide themselves behind a lot more, that's it. But of course, we have Fit Circle who's doing different things.
I wanted to contribute to that, if you don't mind. One major factor for manufacturers, and I don't agree with that, because policy has a huge role to play in this sector. Why the plastic laminate food boxes you see so few in the market, when government in 2020 and then 2022 did the single-use plastic ban, and they said anything less than 100 microns will not fly. So that's when manufacturers moved from plastic film laminates to aqueous coatings. I'm not getting into the material chat right now, but policies are very important. For example, there is a company and Zero Circle is not the only company. There are a lot of other material innovators who are working on small scale, trying to scale up. You can only scale up when you're incentivized. Manufacturers need a reason to move away from legacy plastic. Why otherwise, if someone is making profits on your current, because it's all a business. So manufacturers need that push, that you can't use this, you have to use something else. So just to add to...
Hello. Yeah. So in our panel discussion, when we are discussing we talk about convenient versus price. Like, if the package is conveniently able to open, then people don't mind paying extra money. Like, what are the challenges the brand faces when it comes to the price war amongst and the packaging or the convenience or being a sustainable packaging?
So convenience is not only relevant to the premiumization. Convenience is also from the mass perspective also. So I talked about the spout packaging in the sauces and all. So it is not necessary that it is premium, and so all the manufacturers are looking forward for those kind of solutions, and which are economical in terms of they are not increasing the price point of the product, because in food segment pricing is very important, especially from the mass consumer point of view, I would say. So convenience is important from that perspective, ki consumers can consume it faster and in an easier way. And the second perspective from the premiumization, I would say that in the world of reels of Instagram and YouTube, now consumers are moving towards the experience zone. So whatever new packaging itself says a lot from the premium products point of view, that what is the kind of feeling when consumer is opening the product is getting. So because lot of influencers are doing the unpacking of the products and showing the products. For example, you can say the mobile phones. So mobile phone itself, first thing is about that how the packaging is. and what is the kind of experience that consumer is getting while opening the mobile phone. So that itself sells a lot. So from that perspective, you it can have both the perspective from the premiumization as well as the mass.
Yeah, what I would like to add here is it basically depends on which sector of the market you are going to cater to, the target audience. If it is something where convenience is prime, they are ready to pay the price. Okay, so I think that the target audience, like if it is something like space mission, so over there there is a science behind it why the packaging has to be the way it has to be. There you cannot have any compromises over there. So I think that is the equation where you have to play in and make sure that your product goes to the right market with the right packaging with the right price.
Thank you to all our honored moderator, ma'am, and all panelists for such an engaging and insightful discussion. Now I request our respected principal, Dr. M.R. Tarambe sir, to kindly honor our respected moderator, Ms. Sudipta Sawant, with a moment as a token of appreciation and a gratitude for their invaluable presence and contributions. I request our respected principal, Dr. M.R. Tarambe sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Prince Maheshwari with a memento as a token of appreciation. I request our respected principal, Dr. M.R. Tarambe sir, to kindly felicitate Ms. Devpanna Acharya with memento as a token of appreciation. Now I request our respected principal, Dr. M.R. Tarambe sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Kunal Singhala with a memento as a token of appreciation. I request our respected principal, Dr. M.R. Tarambe sir, to kindly felicitate Ms. Sonali Pawar with a memento as a token of appreciation. I request our respected principal, Dr. M.R. Tarambe sir, to kindly felicitate Ms. Hetal Shah ma'am. So the students who are registered for paper presentation are kindly requested to come backstage of auditorium.
We request the panel members to please come for a group photo. each of the panel members, and thank you to Ms. Sudipta for hosting it so wonderfully. We came to know through about Sudipta through our alumni. So I request Bhupendra Deshpande to please come forward. At least you need one round of applause. So we want you to just spare some thoughts.
So I think we have had very good experience designatories on the dais, so I don't have a lot of things to say. But I will definitely say that whatever was shared with you today, try to think over it, try to implement it, try to utilize it as much as possible for your future growth. Try to be connected with the college, try to be connected with the experts who are coming here for seminars, for such talks. This is definitely going to help you to grow in your careers for sure. Most important part is try to think in a way that this is going to help you. This is not only a seminar, just you have to sit here and go. Try to utilize it as much as possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So now we move on to the formal vote of thanks. So as we come to this conclusion, I would like to express my gratitude to all the participants who have come today. So first of all, thank you students for being here, being patient the whole day. I know sitting for 1 hour lecture and sitting for 6 to 7 hours of sessions back to back can be very tiresome, but I think we tried to make it as lively as possible, and thank you. So let's clap for yourselves. So thank you. We started with our formal introduction, the inauguration of this program. So I would like to thank our chief guest, our guest of honor, our principal, Dr. Manoj Tarambay sir, for his kind support and lots of encouragement to do all kinds of activities possible. And he has always been supportive for us, in promoting our department to as much level as possible. I would like to thank all the speakers. Some were from Pune, some have come from outside of Pune, and they really took out some time so that they could interact, be a part of this conference, and make sure that they would love to share their knowledge to the students. We also had a special lecture by Mr. Vikram Vendare, that is Vikram's Fitness. So you must be aware that he came and he spoke about how fitness, how it can be done in a simple way and not make it complicated. And Vikram Mendare is an alumni of IT, of our college. Yes. So likewise, we had all these speakers from all the organizations. They were either having their own startups, or they were from corporate. And they all really liked to be connected with the students, and that was the reason that they all came here. And so I would like to thank our management and principal for this opportunity. I would like to thank our co-convener, Professor Joshi Madam, Padmaja Joshi Madam, who has, very nicely she has organized, step by step all of these the requirements of this conference with the help of the second year students. So I request the core team to please come on stage along with Joshi Madam, and all the faculty members also who have been a part of this activity. Almost now 2 months we are working on this. As Madam mentioned in her opening speech, that trying to bring the speakers, trying to bring the panelists, trying to bring the sponsors who have really supported us greatly in this. So let us please give a round of applause to these core members, all these students who came in their black suits. So that was their dress code, the 13 to 15 students who are there. and they were really working day and night. I think almost every day up to 2 a.m. they have been working, and it was fun, I think, trying to interact with all the staff members for long hours. So congratulations for hosting a very nice conference. Come, come. I request all faculty members also to come up for a group photograph. So after this, tea is arranged on the back side. So please have that fresh, refreshing tea. And then you have your, so you come out from this hall again and take your goodies bag, and then you can go home. Okay? So thank you all. हाँ नॅशनल अँथम आहे ना हो 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 कुठे आहे चहा हां हो विल जस्ट एकच मिनिट राष्ट्रगीतासाठी आपण आता उभं राहूया हां सांगूया हां आणि अजून एक अनाउन्समेंट आहे की आपलं आपली जी नॅशनल लेवलची कॉम्पिटिशन होते प्रिंट एरा तर त्याचे डेट्स अमित सर सांगतील.
Hello, good evening all of you. We are organizing a Print Era 2026. This is going on held on the 24 and 25th April. This is a only event of the student, by the student and for the student. Clear? So we are organizing a one Print Era on a 24 and 25th April. Please come and register for the Print Era. Thank you. आवाज को क्या हुआ भाई?
All industry people are requested to join for tea backside, green room.